Hello, English learners. Today I am going to tell you something new, that is one of the figures of speech that is very commonly used in day to day English, and that is litotes. What is figure of speech? A phrase or a word or an expression that exaggerates a situation or that creates an imagination or a literary expression that is bit away from the normal expression. So that is what we call figure of speech. And the figure of speech I have selected for you today is litotes. What is litotes? When you make two negatives in a single sentence and they give the positive meaning, that is what we call litotes. This happens in mathematics, that minus into minus plus. But in English language, that happens also. So, what is litotes? That to make sense of a sentence positive by getting the negative sense of another word in a sentence. How? Let us understand it through the examples I have written for you. Not bad. Bad has a negative meaning. But when I say not bad, not negative, bad, negative, so the sense of the sentence becomes good. Not bad. Tea is not bad, means good. Not unhappy. Unhappy, negative meaning. Un means not, another not, double negatives, and the sense is happy. Not unhappy means happy. Unattractive. Un means not attractive, is a adjective, but not unattractive, double negatives, the sense of the sentence will be, or a phrase will be attractive. So, what is the formation and how the litotes are formed? Mostly the words or the expressions that have negative sense and double negatives put together, and the words like not, no, never help us to make litotes. What is the use of litotes in English language? That is, it is very common in everyday speech, literature, and humor. Secondly, when you want to be little modest, diplomatic, or ironic without being blunt, sometimes you do not want to say things directly, but you make things little subtle and with irony, so you choose litotes to express yourself, because you already know that in British English, if you are being direct, it is considered rude. Number 3 is to engage audience with subtlety rather than direct statement. As I already told you, British English does not encourage blunt statements in a spoken language. So let us further understand this thing through other examples. In the sentences, these are simply phrases, but let us also learn them in the sentences. I'm not displeased. I can also say I'm pleased, but I'm not displeased. I'm making things little subtle, not rude. She's not unaware of the problem. I can say she's aware of the problem, but this is looks to me like I'm labeling allegation against someone. But if I'm making a little subtle statement about someone, that she's not aware of the problem, the sense is same. She's aware of the problem, but this is a bit diplomatic. He arrived not too early. I can say he arrived on the right time. Not too early. Too, we already know, is an adverb that gives the negative sense in most of the cases. But when I add another not with it, that gives the positive sense. So he arrived not too early means he arrived on the right time. So this is wonderful expression you will find in day-to-day English. And if you see that why people are using, because they try to be diplomatic, less direct, and less rude. I hope you enjoyed this video on litotes, a figure of speech. If you liked it, please like and subscribe my channel. And until my next video, bye bye.